You know, it should be really cool and just open this video up with some kind of epic slow-mo of me making coffee. Only, instead of doing some weird, crazy hipster coffee, I'd just be using like a Keurig or something. Yeah, I should do that. It's been a minute since I had my last video up. Thanks for joining me and checking this one out. Just kind of catch you up to date as we move into a new season, and hopefully we are done with winter and we can get into spring and eventually into summer. This is biking season. This is the time that I really, especially this year, based off of last year, need to be on my bike, need to be riding. Except this year, we won't have to do the super bike anymore because the littlest one, the little man who has made my family complete, can ride his own bike without training wheels.
Look at you! Ultimate biker!
And so that is what we shall do. For those of you who know me more on a personal level, yeah, we used to do the super bike. That is the thing, because basically when you want to do something and you have kids with you, you can choose to not do that thing, or you can find a way to include them. And the super bike was the way. So another sign that spring is upon us is the celebration of Easter. And we're actually traveling to Southfield, Detroit this year, where last year, for reasons we didn't travel, this year we're actually going to go to my mother's house and do the normal after church Easter festivities of egg hunts and all those good things. And that's definitely one of those things I remember as being the first sign of spring. Let's go. I'm Club Duncan, she's Club Tim Hortons. You know, go ahead and add her.
No!
Don't at me, at her. And of course we would find the one Tim Hortons that's open on Easter. It's 24 hours. Still add her. And
Easter, get it?
And subscribe,
Easter time,
and subscribe to our channel, which will be linked
Aww,
there.
thanks.
Yeah.
I love you.
You happy now?
I am so happy.
So the main purpose of doing Easter this year at my mother's house was just to get the family back together so we could have something that was a little bit close to normal. We weren't all together like we would have been in the past, but there was enough of us to have some fun. And we put up some decorations and set out everything so the kids could do the normal Easter egg coloring activities. We also participated in church, remotely, of course, at my mother's church. And we did communion together with saltine crackers and cranberry juice. And then at some point I got it in my mind to ask my kids what the meaning of Easter was, and I was kind of surprised by some of their answers. Take a look at that. So for Easter, now here is the question. What does Easter mean to you?
Well, Easter used to me is once a year. Everyone just shows up to one person's house and we eat ham, sometimes turkey, and then we go outside and look for eggs, and some people have the Easter bunny show up.
Easter means a lot about getting. So once there was a story about a little bunny. He was the Easter bunny, and that's how Easter was created.
Easter is the day that Jesus rose from the dead. He rose on the third day.
On third day, why is that important? That's what Easter means to you?
But I know what it actually means,
Oh.
which is that this is the day that Jesus came out of the cave with the walking front of it.
Because there was a lot of Easter, and he saw a lot of colorful eggs. Then he found them and hid them.
He rose on the third day from the dead, and he went to his people and told them that he was alive and that he was there.
Why is that important?
Because he died on the cross for our sins, and then they put him inside of this cave. and then he got resurrected. He was never even dead, and came out of this rock and went to all of his people and started a religion called Christianity.
Then people found a legend about these colorful eggs. They went to find them. Then they found the Easter bunny, and they said maybe there should be an Easter day, and that's how Easter was created.
He proved that he was not like the others who claimed they came to save all of us, and that's what made it significant for me. And that it's kind of solidified that he really did die for our sins, and now we're kind of saved or free in a way.
So obviously I got some work to do with the littlest one. And you said you remember those days.
Yeah, I used to think, because what happened was every time we had Easter at Nana's or the Hortons or over at Caleb's house, it was about, for me, it was about finding the most eggs and hoping that most of them had a dollar bill in it, so I would have money. It used to be us. I used to be what it's about, but then I grew up and
See, funny.
life hit me.
See, life hit you. Yeah. Some of the funny things for me, I just think it was about who had the nicest suit, because you always had to get an Easter suit. Yeah, you had to get a new suit to go to Easter, and it was always pastel colors, and so you really did think that was what it was about, being dressed the best and that kind of thing. And I kind of rejected that when I got a little older. It was like I didn't even want to wear suits anymore. I don't wear suits now. That's what it was, because I always thought I was getting the wrong message for the longest time, that it was about the fashion show. Because if you went to church and then you didn't have a fly suit, you would lose. It was kind of like, people would show up and if their suit didn't have the crispiest pinstripes and the most shine shoes, you would lose. Yeah. Yeah, I got over it eventually. I understand now, Spring. Yeah, the spring. See, all kinds of things. Even my mother had a different thing. After we actually got the real meaning from my mother, I would have put that here, but my camera fell over and I forgot to get all of the audio from that one. But we can really get into it. The short answer is it's about celebrating the resurrection of Jesus, not your pinstripe suit or eggs. Just throwing that out there. We did move on, and eventually my nieces and my nephew, basically, and my kids, we moved on, and the kids basically got to do this great Easter egg hunt. It was kind of fun to put together. We stuffed all the eggs with either candy or like small amounts of money. There was probably a $20 bill in one of the eggs that was hitting the best. It was kind of fun because they scattered and found all of these eggs in like 0 time. It was kind of entertaining to watch them just surround the house and systematically look everywhere for these eggs. So we unleashed the children to go search for the eggs, and I think they grabbed them all in 35 seconds. Wait a minute. Oh, there's Madison. 37 and a half seconds. They got all of the eggs. 37 and a half seconds.
We're getting ready to start tug of war.
You want to help TT?
Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, this is our first family tug of war. We got the guys versus the girls. They have to pass this line. The guys have to pass this line to win. And the girls have to pass this line to win. May the best go. Okay, so on the count of 3. On the count of 3. Okay? Y'all can start. 1, 2.
And then we moved on to more fun antics where I decided that we should do a tug of war. Now, I was willing to make it fair and have everybody against me, but they decided they wanted to do boys against girls. And so we did it. Even though we were outnumbered slightly, we kind of won that one. And then they disqualified me from all future endeavors. It was kind of entertaining that way.
What happened? That was on the eat.
No, Uncle Jesse, you out. That's not fair.
All right, I'm gonna run.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
stop counting.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and it's on. The second round where they got to pick their teams, I still think there was a ringer in there because once you remove me from the group, my sister was still pulling for the other side. And she's no lightweight either. Oh no.
Yeah, that was definitely your doing when y'all won.
That was my doing.
What? Yo. Get on my double kick. I thought you
Did you not see how?
Yeah, that's how we do this.
I ain't moved for the first 2 pulls.
Team let him down. That's it. Ah, this is fun. Oh, what you get to say? Woo! Happy Easter, y'all. Happy Easter. Easter was a blast. It was a good time to be with the family. Good time to actually remember why we celebrate Easter. That's a good thing to actually bring up. I'm actually not quite as embarrassed with my kids. It just shows that I need to teach them more. And that's basically what that is. And it's good to get an assessment, know where you are. If you made it this far in the video, thanks. Go ahead, hit a like, leave a comment. I'm going to get back into posting more regularly. This has been quite the interesting year on this adventure. I think my next video is going to be an office setup, studio, desk setup thing because I'm constantly rearranging stuff in this space because after a year of being here, that is something that has been constantly ever present. The space that I'm in to work and for making the music and art and things that I like. So keep a lookout for that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna film myself. On YouTube too.
Oh, he viral dancing. He viral. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's my
Fortnite.
Get flopped on.
Oh. Oh, he's cracking fingers. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Okay, right there.
Oh. 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 Keep him putting. Oh.
He threw you over there.
He's
Yeah.
got moves. Oh
God.
Oh. Then he dabbed on you. He dabbed on you. Oh, not the dab. He double dabbed.
You gonna double that with me? You ain't throwing shade. This was. Hey, look alike. What is you doing?